I'm probably going to cut this one really short, but here we go. The Civil Service Reform Act of 1978 created the Senior Executive Service as a position classification in civil service. It's the equivalent to General Officer or Flag Officer ranks in the U.S. Armed Forces. It was just created as another ranking. At one point there were multiple ranks, like 5. The minimum pay level for it is 120% of the basic pay for GS-15 Step 1 employees, and limited to the salary of the Vice President of the United States, because you're not supposed to earn more than he does. So in 2018, that would be $126,000 a year. Minimum, starting. Field McConnell claimed that his sister, Kristine Marcy McConnell, started it in 1978 when she only started working there maybe in 1991. Full stop. I'm not going to waste any more time on this. This is a really stupid subject. It's basically somebody on the internet tormenting his sister, or maybe she's in on it and it's part of an in-joke, to create drama, and even up to phoning up images of his sister holding a white torn-up flag and other things like that. Again, this is an example of truthers playing dominant and submission. Let's Play Master and Servant by a certain band comes to mind immediately. Anyway, Kristen worked, I don't know how to pronounce her name, I think it's Kristine, worked at 10 agencies throughout her government career, and says most of her jobs were unusual and challenging. This was during a talk she had with somebody that was 10 years after, or X number of years after she worked at that location for the first time. Then they estimated backwards a certain time. She has relatively little information on the internet about her, but I archived all of it because all you have to do is look at it and you can see the interview she had. There would be no reason to lie about it, and at the time Field McConnell wasn't being a whack job on the internet. She was asked about stuff, and the person interviewing her talked about her career up to that point. That's all. Just some random person who worked at some random job and associated with the U.S. government. Everything else you read about her is the assertions of apparently an angry relative or a psychotic. I don't know anything more about it, but I do know one thing. People love posting that I have to prove a negative. So let's go on with this one. You know better about her than her own brother. Counterpoint, her own brother's nuts. Posts nasty things all the time and is crazy and likes to go off on people. And he has every earmark of an abusive psychotic relative. Or maybe they're doing this as a way to scare up money. You're a Hillary Democrat supporter shill. A depobat mind. You probably live in Newton, Connecticut, etc. ad nauseum. Let's invoke every single batshit crazy, non-real thing in one post, shall we? That's like Trump screaming Hillary supporter. People who are absolutely batshit insane and irrational about this, who scream this kind of stuff, you earmark yourself as the kind of person that is not reasonable, and you want that. You don't want to be taken seriously. You don't want to be considered a rational or sane person. Because for you, rational and sane doesn't get you what you want. Is that it? Next. Guess what? Republicans are just as guilty as the Democrats. Become an independent. Don't toll either party line. You mean toe. Why did you spell that wrong? They both are run by Lucifer. No. Lucifer's run by the parties. I'm sure you'll come back and say he doesn't exist. God doesn't either, in my opinion, but that's an opinion. Who cares? The point is that you're talking about something that has nothing to do with your religion or your ideology or how triggered you are, apparently, by having seen a video that explains that you can just look at the links below. There's a bunch of archives, and they're not going anywhere. I archived almost everything. Let's see. I'm sure, let's see what's, oh yeah. I bet everybody's just imagining over 800,000 kids a year missing. No, there are 800,000 incidents reported of people being missing, children specifically, and almost the exact same number being found. You ignore the fact that they find them. There are not literally almost 1 million people going missing every year. That would be something that you would actually know about. There's only 300 million people here in the United States, or something like that last time I checked. But anyway, it's obviously larger. I mean, wait 5 minutes, there's some more. Kids a year. And yes, a lot are runaways, but a lot were never found. But somehow that's Lucifer instead of somebody just running away with their girlfriend or boyfriend while they're young, and you ignore the fact that most of them are found. The pages that talk about X number of thousand kids going missing every year refuse to tell you how many are found, because they don't make money by not scaring you. They make money by scaring you. You guys are fearmongers, and you are all fearful. You are all cowards. you don't have any business on my channel. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Good luck.